Around 5,000 years ago in Taiwan, a revolution occurred. For the first time in our history, human beings built ocean-going boats and traveled from Hawaii to New Zealand and even Madagascar. Since then, shipbuilding and maritime trade have never left us. Even today, ships still make the world go round, for the water whispers a language all her own. And for those who can understand it, it sings a siren song. Tasmania has long been home to sailors and shipbuilders. The Yuan Valley, south of Hobart in particular, carries an abundance of timbers, specifically the famous Yuan, King Billy and celery top pines. This reliable wood became the foundation of an industry. In Franklin, Tasmania, these traditions live on. The men and women of the Wooden Boat Centre work to preserve these shipbuilding techniques and pass the knowledge on to those who wish to learn.
Each owner feels a strong relationship to their boat. So many man hours and so many different varieties of skills are involved in building the thing, but then it can transport you across the oceans around the world. Each one is individual, each one has its own character. So it's a beautiful thing. It has a life of its own.
Shipbuilding and boat making are composite arts. 1,000 little masterpieces of engineering come together to create something more than the sum of their parts, something which in the hands of the Franklin Boat Centre echoes an older era of wood and slower seas.
Each boat has their own place and has a particular function. This boat is going to be a relatively slow boat. It's a cruising dinghy, so the aim is to be able to go on trips that are several days where you can sleep on the thwarts here and have a tent over the top of the boom, so a boom tent. And that allows you to go for several days on the rivers and explore the little coves and other areas. This boat is actually built out of 4 different types of wood. So we have Yuan pine, which is the seats, and the hull is Yuan pine. Yuan pine is extremely resistant to rot and decay, and that's why we use it for that. For structural parts we use celery top, and in the rails here you can see celery top in and out. For the floors we have been using Tassie oak, which is an eucalypt tree, and finally for the mast we use Oregon, which is the red timber here in the middle. They all have their place, and each timber has their strengths and weaknesses, and we take advantage of the strength of each type of wood to do a particular function in the boat.
Like the sailors they supply, shipwrights speak a nautical language all their own. Recently, the centre embarked on a shared project where all the students work together to produce not just a dinghy or a rowboat, but a larger vessel which takes every ounce of their collective skill. The Franklin 29 had to be traditional in style yet modern in function, combining building techniques both new and old. This high-end cruiser is nearing completion, so if any interested parties happen to be watching, well, you know who to call.
The boat is beautiful because it's a functional work of art, and it serves a purpose. They're just beautiful things to look at, seeing it sitting stationary in the water, floating around, or with full sails up, travelling across the channel.